Today, we're doing a reading on Britney Spears. Now, I know TMZ is releasing a documentary on her soon, and I know that also a lot of theories on the internet have been circulating around her, including whether she's alive or if is she dead? Has she been replaced by a clone, quote unquote Avril Lavigne style, with those conspiracy theories? Is AI being used to kind of, act as her or pose as her in videos? There are so many theories going around, so we'll just see what's going on with her. Okay, so I just want to get an update on Britney's health and well-being. How is she? Is she okay? Is she all right? Okay, the wife card is here. The misfortune card is here. Okay, I understand that. The journey card, the friend card, and the Lord card. So, honestly, I would have seen the death card, if she was passed or anything like that. I also feel that I would have seen other more dangerous or like more gloomy cards. Not to say that this isn't gloomy on its own, because this is the wife card and then this is the misfortune card. So I know that she did have a miscarriage. So I know that this is sort of the main thing that's still kind of weighing heavily on her. Whether she acknowledges it or not, it's something that's there. It's something that truly changed her, of course it would, The journey card, this is about her trying to simply move forward. And it's like, I just heard trucking along, just trying to continue on with your journey, even if you don't know where you're really going. We also have the friend card here and the Lord card. So I see the friend card as her having a little bit of trouble when it comes to who's loyal to her and like figuring out who is on her side, essentially. The Lord card, I see that as people who try to exert power over her. I do feel like there are still some people that are kind of keeping tabs on her, like based on like, why is it not like focusing? I do feel like there are still people keeping tabs on her, like her family members, for example. Like, I see it as, Britney won't talk to me, can you just check in on her? So if I were a family member and I were to pay someone, or if I were to keep tabs on you through the people that do talk to you, or through Sam even. So that's what I'm seeing when it comes to her family's hold on her. It does seem like right now she's just focused on herself, right? Okay, hold on. So let me see what's going on with her as well in general. Okay, we also have the size card here, SIGHS, the lover card, and the messenger. Okay. Waiting. And old woman. Oh, she's interesting. She's like, is this my life forever? Like, I got free from one thing only for me to just grow old and still never feel free. You feel me? And it's not about legal stuff so far from what I'm seeing. There are some issues in her relationship. There is this feeling of like there's some disconnectedness from it. We're going to explore her marriage to Sam in a little bit as well. The messenger card here, I see him trying to talk to her, trying to kind of convince her to do things, or to kind of take her out of her sadness sometimes. But I also feel that she feels a little bit trapped in her place, not prison trapped or not kidnap trap or anything like that, because I know you guys have some theories. Not like that. It feels more so feeling stuck, feeling like, again, like you have freedom and you have the money theoretically, but like, can you really do it? I mean, everywhere she goes, it causes a scandal, or it causes some form of a ruckus. It causes chaos. Like, everywhere she goes, people just want to know, and it's like an obsessive kind of thing. So she's kind of sitting there waiting and feeling like, okay, I know that this is where it's safe for me. I get it. But also, is this just my life now? So that's where I see her at this moment in terms of her general well-being. So let me get whatever else I'm going to get from her, okay? Hold on. Oop. Okay. So Britney's well-being, yep. So 9 of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So the 4 of Wands in reverse is about either moving out or feeling out of your comfort zone. So there is a feeling I get where wherever she is right now, she definitely doesn't feel at home there. The King of Pentacles, that can be about a lack of stability, right? Okay. I just honestly, I mean, I already know this, but like, honestly, what I heard with this, the Ace of Cups, this is like, I just want someone or something to love. And I know that she has her marriage, right? But it still feels like there's a yearning, which again, I understand. This is, so far, it's about her miscarriage. Like, this just makes me feel like I just want something to kind of take care of. I do feel like there's a bit of like that restlessness that's going on with her right now because she wants to do all these things, but it's like there's too many people and situations involved. Like, not only is it going to cost money, it's also something that is like, it's just too much. And also, it's interesting because I feel like there's an issue with money still. Do you guys know? Comment below, because I don't know what's going on with her conservatorship or anything, but does she still have to pay some people some things? Like, I know that they don't necessarily make decisions for her anymore, but is there still something that they're like, that her family is benefiting off of? There's still something about money where it's like there's still a worry somehow. I just can't find it. I'm not sure. Okay. Yep, so holding on to something. Vulnerability, okay. Okay, yeah, so this is her feeling like every time I try and get close to anybody, like, it's just scary because I don't know whether they want me for me or do they just want me for my money. Like, do they want me for something else? What do they want me for? Am I a story to them? Like, it just feels like with the Two of Pentacles here, like a give and take. I always feel like somehow I always feel like my friendships are transactional in a way with these people. You know, this is the second time I'm recording this reading, and I know I said I wouldn't do that anymore, but also the first time I did, I was having so much trouble communicating what I wanted to say. So I felt like, okay, like I'm not really making sense, and I'm starting to get that again now because I'm in her energy, which is something that worries me because I know that in the documentary that TMZ is releasing and all that, I feel like there were allegations of like just something about her drinking like too much caffeine, or like something about her fascination with knives or something. I don't know. Look it up. I'll link the articles below if I can. But there's something that they're kind of talking about when it comes to that. And I'm just starting to realize now that maybe the reason why I was unable to communicate my words the last time is because that was kind of evidence to something. So hold on. Okay. Do you guys know if she's become more spiritual or if she is just spiritual? This is interesting. This is like kind of believing in something more. She needs something to hold on to. I don't know what this is. This the High Priestess. This just makes me feel like, so I kind of asked about her overall mental well-being. I feel like there is a part of her that's just trying to hold on to something in terms of faith to kind of keep her stable. I also feel that her habits really help in terms of her mental state because it, like, here's the thing. I'm not calling her like, you know, I'm not saying anything or diagnosing her. I don't diagnose, right? But what I feel with her is that it's just an immense sadness, okay? That's what I feel, if I'm being honest. It's just sadness, and I feel like if she just keeps going, if I don't stop, if I just keep doing my errands or whatever, like if I just do something, then I don't have to think about it. That's where I am. That's where I am with her. Because quite honestly, I see this, a Three of Cups, and to me in my mind, it's like I'm drowning. That's what I'm hearing when I look at that. But it's not in a sense of like anything that seems to be malicious, because it feels like from the descriptions I've seen of that documentary, it seems like they're trying to paint it as that, like, oh, she's dangerous or whatever. I'm not even getting any form of anger. Have you seen any angry cards here? No. I'm getting sadness, I'm getting stress, I'm getting anxiety, I'm getting frustration, but I'm not getting anything about anger or like violence, okay? What I am seeing with her is just an immense sadness. And if anything, it would be just for herself, and would be just for her, like, just feeling frustrated with everything she's going through in life. And of course, I mean, she's been through a lot, right? Okay, let me go into the documentary. Is the documentary real? Is it a lie? What's going on? The King of Cups, is that Sam? Hold on. The Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Can I be honest about, there's something about the drinking, so like I think it's about coffee, right, or caffeine. I do feel like there might be some form of truth to that. The Two of Wands. Okay. This is either between two parties. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Someone is being sneaky. Are there some things about that footage that she didn't want to be filmed? This just, because this is a rejection, right? Four of Swords is a rejection, but this makes me feel like someone being opportunistic and getting the inside scoop, even if she didn't say yes, or she was very reluctant to say yes. Someone else did say yes. It could have been Sam. I'm not sure. You know? Like, this definitely makes me feel like someone was able to sneak in an exclusive or some kind of thing. I mean, did she even like approve this documentary coming out, or did they just like, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Educate me, comment below. But there's just a feeling I'm getting about this documentary that's like, I'm not seeing that it's purely a lie. I'm not seeing that, right? And we have the sword here, so this is the knife as well. But I kind of see this as like in a moment of weakness, and also in a moment when someone was going through a lot. So I definitely see this documentary thing as taking advantage of someone at their most vulnerable point, but also there is some truth to something about the drinking of like caffeine possibly, but it's like interpreted in like a gross and exaggerated way. That's how I would interpret that, okay? Detachment. And it's like, what I feel like some of this happened at a time when there was chaos in her life, and so she couldn't, I don't know, because I don't know what it's going to be like, right? Is she even going to speak in it, or is it just going to be them making some speculations about everything else without really consulting her? I don't know what it's going to be, but this is detachment. This is a separation or a breakup or chaos, disharmony in a relationship, in a marriage, or disharmony by herself. This is conflict. This documentary happened at a time when things were like just high stakes, and like, think of it this way. If someone came up to you and you were having your worst day ever, and you were acting kind of like a bitch to them, like, well, you know, like, that's like a snapshot of your life at your worst moment. And if people were to draw like observations from that, of course you wouldn't look good because you were in a bad state, right? And that's just what I'm getting from this. It's like it was at a time where she either did not care, was feeling a little bit numb or detached, or something was going on. So I don't know, I wouldn't trust that documentary in a sense that it's a snapshot of someone's life through their most difficult stages. So does that necessarily mean that it's still true with who she is right now, right? Okay, see, the Tower card is here also. Let me get some more answers. I was going to ask about her marriage with Sam, but so far I'm seeing that she's okay. I do feel like she's gone through a lot. She's dealing with things, so that's still happening. But for the most part, I feel like it's not a conspiracy, if I'm being honest, okay? Her marriage with Sam. So Britney, Sam, connection between the two of them. Okay. Give me more. What's going on in their relationship right now? Okay. Someone's getting complacent. This is Britney. So she's the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is someone not walking away, also not wanting to be alone. I feel like she knows that she needs this right now because, again, she doesn't trust a lot of people in her life. I know with Sam, why is he coming up as the Justice card? That's kind of a contract, but that's also just paperwork, you know, like it's also fairness, I would say. The energy between the two of them is the Wheel of Fortune. That's a golden opportunity. I don't know yet, because that's very interesting. Is there something, is this documentary a golden opportunity for him? Like, is he going to get paid out of this? Or is he going to get fame out of this? because this is a golden opportunity. Why is that coming up in their marriage right now? That being said, what's going on between them right now, the Seven of Pentacles, this is about comfort. The World card, I see this as like I just heard completed. A cycle is completed. Comfort, cycle is completed. The Temperance card, I see that as impatience or arrogance. So I kind of feel like they're not in the best state. I feel like they're not terrible or like in conflict, but they're not in sync. It's not harmonious, not completely, like not on the same page about something as well. But I kind of see it as just, I don't want to deal with this right now. Like, let's just chill right now. That's the energy. I'm sorry if this is like a little difficult to communicate. It's interesting. This is now the energy. Oops, sorry, my cards fell. But it seems like when I do Britney's readings, it's really difficult to communicate how I'm feeling. I came into this and the feelings were sadness, a sense of detachment, a sense of like tiredness, and also just this feeling of I don't even know how to begin to start communicating what I want to communicate. Okay, all right. Britney's energy, Sam. Oh, okay. Pulled too many cards, but all right. So, see Britney's card. This is indecision. So there's definitely something that they're kind of making a decision about. She wants no part of it, or she doesn't want to give him an answer yet. The Influence card in reverse and the Devotion card. She is devoted to this marriage. The Influence card tells me, so she doesn't see him as a snake. I do feel like she trusts him, but I also feel that sometimes these trust issues do flare up, you know? I do see this as her as well, that she has these moods or moments of like being really happy and being really sad also. I just kind of see, like, every time I'm in Britney's energy, I just feel like I'm done. I don't know how to explain that. I feel like I'm literally too tired to deal with like anyone's problems. I can't. And also I feel a little spacey, so I don't know. Sam's energy here, the Choice card in reverse and Inheritance. See, I don't like that. Listen, okay, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt in these readings because I'm like, okay, like, let's just see, right? I wouldn't want to be unfair, but why is he always showing up as Justice, Contract, and then the Wheel of Fortune, a Golden Opportunity? You know? Okay. Energy between the two of them. Maybe this is just a snapshot of their life right now, right? Because that's what I'm talking about, right? It doesn't mean that their whole marriage was a sham or anything like that. But right now, I do feel like they're not in the best of terms, essentially. I feel like the energy between the two of them right now, a lack of empathy, okay, or apathy, and adaptability card in reverse. Someone is being too rigid and does not want to compromise with the other person. So there's their issue right now. They don't want to listen to each other, and it's like this feeling of, you know what, I don't even care. So can I tell you what I feel with this is that the miscarriage definitely, like, you know, had a really big impact on their relationship, not just with Britney, okay? I will ask this question though. He did love her, or he does, okay? This is the Knight of Swords. I see this as someone with pure intentions. If right now he's like trying to cash in, I'm sorry, I know that some of you guys don't believe it. I do have the Caution card here that literally flipped out. I bumped it, right? I do feel like, here's what I want to say. I asked here, was the marriage always fake, or like, you know, has he ever loved her? Yes. King of Cups, the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords. This is someone with good intentions, someone who wanted to help. Sam saw Britney as someone he wanted to heal, as someone he wanted to save, essentially, as someone that he felt was like, you know, I could make things better for you. I do feel like the miscarriage definitely caused a big impact on their marriage. If they don't work on it now, I don't see it working out well. I feel like they might still stay together, but I see them continuously being disconnected because that's already where they are right now. These things need to be addressed. Britney should not be just like isolating herself and kind of only shouldering her issues onto herself, or even pretending like the issues aren't there. She needs to talk about it. But also, I feel that with Sam, I kind of see Sam possibly focusing on career, because the feeling I'm getting with both of them is like, let me just busy myself so I don't have to deal with this, or so I don't have to think about it. And the presence of like these money cards, I just worry about Britney, because even if it started out as love, if you kind of grow out of love of a situation, then sometimes the selfishness takes over. And then you stop thinking about or considering what the other person feels, right? So I see him potentially taking her money at some point if they don't kind of repair things, or like kind of being on the lookout for opportunities in finance, if not necessarily taking her money. But like, I see him just being more money focused these days, but it seems like it didn't really start off right like that. But it seems like where they are in the marriage right now is making him feel like that's where he needs to be. Let's talk about Britney's family. Okay, what's going on? Okay, her family is obviously still trying to reach out to her and appeal to her emotions. She's distancing herself. The Three of Swords, this is about a heartbreak. Like, she knows she was betrayed and she is not forgiving that. She's angry about it. Okay, hold on. Let me see about her career right now. She is in talks with some people about creating things, but see, the Empress card and the Death card, but like, I feel like there are some people that are trying to talk to her, trying to tell her to do something and like to release some stuff, or to go do this stint or whatever. Like, her agents are trying to talk to her. But right now, she is still dealing with her grief, but at the same time, her creativity has felt a little bit stunted, just because of the feeling of like, like, I just don't feel it. I don't feel in the mood for this. This is the kind of thing where someone else is intervening and someone else is trying to get her to do it. My issue here is that, okay. My issue here is she also feels a little bit, I don't know if it's unsupported by Sam right now, or if it's just they're just not in the best state. But right now, that's not helping either, that they're also having like fights with each other. I feel like it's just causing a lot more frustration. There's a lot of conflict between the two of them, so I don't even really see. No, there's also something about career here, sorry. This may be a new project that they're thinking of, but the King of Pentacles is here. Why do I feel like there's someone she's dealing with that's greedy? Is this still like her dad or something? So again, educate me. Is there something about this where if she makes music or anything like right now, she's still under the old conservatorship or something? I don't know how it works, I'm sorry. But like, this guy, the King of Pentacles, has appeared more than once. But essentially, it's like, I see something about money and being worried about financial loss. But now I'm thinking maybe she's worried that her money's going to go to the wrong person. It's one of the two. Either she's worried about financial loss, like, is it not going to make money? Or she's worried about her money going to the wrong person. Or she's worried about, like, King of Pentacles in reverse is also inconsistency. So she may be worried about working with someone who says one thing and then does another thing, right? Or someone who's lying to her. She's definitely like, there are people trying to talk to her. She just, honestly, she really doesn't want to do it. She's not in the best headspace to do it. But also, she feels like it's such a mess to deal with, like, the business side of it, because you guys are all like trying to scam me, essentially. You know? That's where her mind is right now. Okay. What are we gonna see from Britney moving forward, or anything we need to know about her moving forward? Okay. The Emperor is in reverse, the Devil is in reverse. Her dad's not gonna get what he wants. So I don't know if there's another case. They're not gonna get what they want. There's something about, she's definitely in this era of like fighting back against people who have abused their power over her. Okay, something old. Sam. Okay, Ace of Wands is in reverse. We also have the King of Cups and then the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is immaturity or lack of growth from an old issue. There are some things that she and Sam are still frustrated about. I don't know that we're necessarily going to be hearing about this, but keep a lookout for her like captions because there may be something about feeling like, oh, like it's something about rant about her husband. She's gonna sneak something out on us. So she might release something, but it's like it's in the future. It would be at least I feel like 3 months actually, or like three. There's the number three feels relevant. So I want to say something like 3 months or 3 years within the next 3 months or 3 years. I know that's like a long time as well. But the three, I can't stop looking at it. So the three is gonna be important. But I also see like the Three of Wands is also about like the future and kind of like opportunities that you're drawing in. But this is, she's just thinking long term. She's just being very careful about this now. She does have plans of releasing some things, but just not now. But it also feels like if she does release something, she'll like surprise us with it. It's the kind of thing where you kind of go on Spotify and you're like, oh my gosh, she dropped like a single or whatever, or a collaboration with someone we didn't even know. Like, what the heck? Like, that's the kind of thing I see from her. The World card. Her doors are closed. She is just trying to live her life for the most part. She's also really trying to do her best to let go of her frustrations and anger. Don't get me wrong, the anger is there and it's rightful. And it's deserved by the people she's angry at, but at the same time, she is trying to let go of it. Like she's just trying to live her life. The Nine of Pentacles is about her independence. So I know that she's okay, which is, I hope that settles the theories as well. But her doors are closed right now. She does not want us to be in her life right now. And she's just happy with that. Okay. That's where I see her. There may be something. Hold on. Yeah, she may post something about like forgiveness as well. There's something I feel like she's trying to go, she's really doing her best to like heal from this, okay? Which is amazing because given everything she's gone through, it's like, like you can understand someone who doesn't want to forgive, but she is really doing her best. So don't be confused if she has some captions that are like, yeah, I forgive you, and then the next day it's like, F you, that kind of thing. Because I'm just seeing with her, she's really trying, but with someone being raw and vulnerable on the internet, you're gonna see the truth of it and not what we do, which is we post things, we delete them. The truth of it is you're gonna have days where it's good and you're okay and you're healed from your trauma. And then other days where it all comes running back to you and you're angry all over again. And that's where I see her right now. She's just trying to heal. So she's fine. Everybody, let her live her life. I don't know what the TMZ documentary is going to hold, but I hope that it's not a terrible thing. We'll see. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I'm doing my own sponsorship mode, but if you want to book a reading with me, come and book me at mediumisabella.com. Everything you need is in my description box below, and I will see you next time. Bye.